then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah, I just ran a check.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 start.
Check 26, check 26, check 52.
Hit it.
A first carry now. This is Matthews. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
Got it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Sam on. Hey, exit.
Second and 5. This is Hellman with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Come on, set. 30 base. Hey, lock it.
Say. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Snap.
Draw play. Here's Matthews. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Break.
Mike 49.
Go.
Hey. Check 13.
Rock it. Go.
Slam. Check out.
Right up.
Operating from the gun, Shelton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. From the gun, Shelton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They'll go back to the ground with Matthews. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Squeeze. Hard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
On the ready.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, Sam off. Fight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch twist.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Matthews. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The score, Jets 3, Bills 0.
Rock it. Under 10. Hey, be dribble.
Off play action. Shelton. He finds Hillman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Leo. Back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Good job.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside handoff, Matthews. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch. Topper. Out. Check. Crunch. Hard. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Here's 2nd and 8. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18.
Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Go now. 50, plant. Rock it.
14-yard line.
Kill. Check. Lucky. 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up In the end zone.
Evans on the tackle. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey, Orbit.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Shelton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Shelton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Door! Look, squeeze! Hard! Hurry!
The final shot before break. Shelton. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And his kick is good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line. The end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Team 6.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
To throw on third down. Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth, now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mike. Round 80. 59. Bound to lose one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Pick it up. Regular. Check 15. Hey, tight.
From the 36, Allen throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Flush to his right, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Switch. Check nine.
Room here to run. Oh, some strong running. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Chatty! Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Coming to you. 56. Watch your ship. Hey, watch your ship. Alert. 26.
From the 41, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Heavy on the edges. Check 52. 52. 56, 56. Five. 59. Mike's 59. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
60 or. Go on. Watch out. Ready?
A first down carry for Matthews. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Rock it. It's going to be a long day. Leo. Goose. Be driven.
Operating from the gun, Shelton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Check, 59. Hey, Alpha. Watch the pass. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Yes.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. Got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, look. Check, hey, wahoo. 59. Mike's the 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Allen's got it complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check. Whip.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Going to give this time to the tailback. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
30 base. You're out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
70, Indy. 3 down. Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
18 Gator. Bam.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a lead.